one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first over. Of the 2000. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now. Now it's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this play comes to a point at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Here comes Rager. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, often the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this returnable for Rager. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to hold.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third. Gone. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down and goal. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On second down, Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Lions.
On first down, gone. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 35.
They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Takes it to about the 37.
Offside. Defense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd and 3.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Goff on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Goff throwing again. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Finding room at midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the 50, it's Goff. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Patterson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. So we hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Madison. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 7-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Romeo Okwara is shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Complete. Jefferson the target. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off. Playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions,
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Goff now looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Goff now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Cousins again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another carry now for Madison. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At the 20. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Goff. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
10 more yards.
To the air again. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd and goal, Goff. Montgomery, another target and catch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
Be able to smile about it.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Cousins here to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.